Forget all the troubles and blues. Dive into the blue. Oh yes, talk to the fish.
Fins up, everyone! I'm Jack, your favourite striped attention seeker, swimming through another episode of Talk to the Fish. We are here to help you become a better diver, or at least keep you from mistaking your flippers for underwater lawnmowers. And speaking of skills, today's instructor surpasses even a toadfish in chattiness. Please welcome Regis, expert in keeping divers alive.
Well, if it isn't the clownfish who couldn't find his reflection in a mirror, delighted to be here, Jack.
That's what I call a splashing entrance. Okay, Regis, let's start with a message from a viewer, Wave Hello, asking, what are some clever tricks for equalizing our ears underwater? I hear it's quite a pressing question.
Ah yes, the eternal struggle of new divers. Their faces resembling a triggerfish trying to crack a shell.
This topic runs deeper than a Midnight Zone expedition. Let's structure our discussion into 3 episodes for 3 weeks. Today, we'll focus on how to equalize. Because let's face it, nobody wants their ears to feel they're being squished in a giant clam.
Time to dive into this ear-popping adventure. And I promise to explain it as clearly as a Caribbean reef on a sunny day.
Let's start with the technique that every diver knows.
Valsalva! Yeah, the Valsalva maneuver is your basic equalization move. You simply pinch your nose and blow gently. Imagine you're trying to fog a tiny fish tank in your head.
Oh, so that's what that noise was. I thought divers were just really excited to see me.
It works by forcing air up your eustachian tubes, the tunnels connecting your throat to your middle ear.
Think of them as your personal pressure relief valves. But remember folks, gentle is the key word here.
You are right to clarify because it is important. Be gentle.
Gentle as a seahorse on a first date.
While it's effective for most divers, being too forceful could harm your ears.
Just as you wouldn't ram your head into coral to scratch an itch, don't blast your ears with pressure. My ears are tingling with anticipation for the next technique.
Let's explore the voluntary tubal opening, the most gentle approach in our equalization arsenal.
Gentle? In the wild sea world? That's rarer than a fish with sunglasses.
Picture this. You're trying to make your ears click by tensing your throat muscles, similar to the beginning of a yawn. No force needed, just finesse.
So we're basically teaching divers to yawn underwater? That explains why your afternoon class always looks so relaxed.
The beauty lies in its subtlety. You can perform it frequently without risk. Though I must admit, many find it challenging to master initially.
Next up, the famous Frenzel maneuver, named after some genius who discovered you could equalize while practicing your alphabet underwater.
You're not far off, Jack. You pinch your nose and use your tongue and throat muscles to create a K sound. It's like using your tongue as a pump to push air from your mouth and throat into your ears to equalize pressure.
Hold on, are you telling me all those divers making funny faces underwater are actually doing this on purpose?
Jack, moving to the Toynbee maneuver. Simple but effective for those minor pressure changes. Just swallow while pinching your nose closed, but it might not cut it for big pressure changes.
When a diver pinched his nose in front of me, it seems he's reacting to a funky fish smell. I always check my armpits after that.
Toynbee is a great maneuver to equalize during the ascent when Valsalva is forbidden.
Now here comes the fancy one. The Lowry technique. I hear it's the synchronized swimming of equalization.
Indeed. It combines Valsalva with swallowing. You pinch your nose, close your windpipe as if holding your breath, and then swallow. But be careful, it's more powerful than Valsalva alone.
Take it easy, newcomers. It's easy to overdo it.
And finally, we have the Edmonds technique. Think Frenzel with a twist. You make this K sound, while you add a forward jaw movement.
Oh, perfect. Just when I thought I had mastered my underwater selfie face, you throw in another jaw movement.
It might seem overwhelming, but each technique has its place in a diver's toolkit.
Like having different fish friends for different coral reefs. Before we wrap up, let's navigate through your optimal path to master these techniques.
Valsalva is your trusty maneuver. But remember, handle it as softly as a breeze.
And absolutely no Valsalva on ascent, unless you fancy your ears looking more confused than an angelfish at a shark convention.
Continue by befriending the voluntary tubal opening. It's a great technique, gentle as a floating feather.
Wiggle those ears. Though personally, I find my fins much easier to wiggle.
Once you're comfortable, progress to Frenzel and friends. Practice makes perfect, even when you're on land.
Just maybe not during your job interview. Trust me on this one. The last word, my friend?
Most importantly, listen to your body to get the best technique. Equalize before you feel pressure, and if you feel pain, ascend slightly.
Remember, folks, never force it. If your ears say no, they mean no. That drifts us to the surface of today's episode. Who knew talking about ear equalization could be so popular? Next week, we'll uncover the truth about how reef fish maintain their dazzling patterns. Or as I call it, how to iron your scales without getting electrified. We're welcoming a parrotfish who claims he discovered the secret to wrinkle-free stripes. And no, it doesn't involve rubbing against an electric ray. Until then, keep exploring the blue, stay safe, and remember, the fish aren't laughing with you, they're laughing at you, especially when you're practicing your Frenzel maneuver. Fins up, and see you next week on Talk to the Fish.
Forget all the troubles and blues. Dive into the blue. Oh yes, talk to the fish.